I'm Josh with Skid Pro, and this is our industrial 6-way dozer blade. Today's large horsepower skid loaders make a dozer blade a practical dirt-moving option, especially when a tight-spaced work site or mobility from job site to job site are the key focus. But not all dozer blades are created equal. Let's look at what makes the Skid Pro Dozer Blade the king of the hill. A dozer blade functions on 3 planes: tilt, up and down, angle, side to side, and bucket roll forward and backward, hence why we call it our 6-way dozer blade. The 10-degree tilt, up and down, allows you to cut a swale or crown a road. The 30-degree side to side motion controls how much dirt you carry and the width of your cut. More angle, less dirt to carry, the narrower the cut will be as well. The bucket roll of the skid loader arms will help set the depth and also affect the amount of dirt that can be carried and where it's displaced. More of those fine-tuned sort of movements. Some of our competition will try to tell you that lighter is better on a dozer blade, while others will claim heavier is better. Well, neither are totally accurate. The truth is, the best dozer blades balance weight and strength to deliver the perfect blend of durability and control. We think our time-tested blade does just that. The amount of force today's 100 horsepower plus track loaders can deliver is incredible. That is why the balance of quality materials and beefy construction is vital to our dozer's storied longevity. Our 96-inch unit is the heaviest non-cast dozer on the market and tips the scales at almost 1,700 pounds. Though lighter than a cast iron moldboard, Skid Pro's cold-rolled steel moldboard is pound for pound the hardier option. Diving into construction, let's start with our cold-rolled steel moldboard design. Cold-rolled steel has 2 main advantages over the cast iron design. First, it's lighter and stronger. This is a heavy attachment, and a skid loader has a relatively short wheelbase. Because of this, it can make it a challenge to control. So we need enough weight for long-term durability, but not too much to make it unwieldy. The second main benefit of cold-rolled steel is that we can get a deeper dish moldboard. This greater curve helps to maximize the horsepower of your machine by creating that rolling effect of the material, allowing you to move more dirt with your current machine than you would on a flatter blade. Why is this important? Well, the resistance that a dozer encounters in the field or on a job site is significant. The more efficiently it rolls the material off the blade, the less resistance you encounter, essentially making your skid loader's horsepower go further. Skid Pro has found the ultimate moldboard height and curve ratio to get you the most churn and move the most dirt with every cut your dozer blade makes. Speaking of height, our blade is 26 inches tall from the cutting edge to the top of the moldboard. This height strikes that balance of dirt load and visibility. Any higher, you lose too much visibility. Any shorter, and the all-important dirt load is cut down. Let's move on to the cutting edge. Skid Pro uses an incredibly hard, high-carbon steel edge. The cutting edge is always engaged in the ground, so abrasion resistance is paramount here. We spare no expense on this rather mundane part by going with a best-in-class 5/8 inch thick and 6 inch wide edge to give years of use in the most demanding environment. The cutting edge is also reversible, so once one side is wore, we simply unbolt, flip it around, bolt back on. And of course, it's also replaceable. Our uniquely engineered dozer blade is fully boxed in back at the center part of the moldboard. It's not only heavily gusseted at top and bottom, it utilizes a 3.5-inch deep, 20-inch tall, quarter wall, thick boxed steel frame as the core. Makes it extremely capable handling the toughest construction sites known to man. Now let's touch on the tilt and angle pivot frame. Because so much of the functionality of the dozer blade is in its capacity to move within those three planes, the frame and the pins need to be designed to take abuse no matter what tilt and angle the blade is set at. That's why we over-engineer the tilt and angle assembly to handle the industry's biggest pivot pins and our usual industrial cylinders. A hardened 2-inch angle pivot pin controls the side-to-side angling, while an even larger 4-inch pivot pin handles the tilt up and down. All pins are greasable and sit in a heavily gusseted 1/2-inch thick frame, backed by a 1/2-inch steel plate that attaches to the moldboard with 2 1/2-inch steel brackets secured by 6 heavy-duty bolts. Another key design feature is our distance from the attach plate to the moldboard. This is an improvement over our competition for 3 reasons. First, the shorter distance from the attach plate to the dozer blade means less risk of torsion. The further out that blade gets, the more the steel and the weight must be added to the attachment to deal with the forces it will encounter. Which brings us to the second advantage. Bringing the weight closer to the skid loader gives you more control over the blade and reduces the chance of diving and cutting in. Third, bringing the whole attach plate closer to the cab gives the user greater visibility and allows us to go just a bit higher with our moldboard than some competitors. This innovation is made possible by the unique compact arrangement of our cylinders, which are industry-leading at 3,500 psi, 4.5-inch ram, and 2.5-inch rod. All connection points from cylinder to blade are heavily gusseted and reinforced. Often overlooked is the QT plate. Double 1/2-inch gussets ensure a secure marriage between the skid loader and the dozer blade, top and bottom side of the QT plate. Some other notable Skid Pro features are our covered valve block and our unique skid shoe design. The skid shoes in particular are a highlight, as they are larger than any others on the market, coming in at a whopping 88 square inches of surface area. They feature a curved design with dual adjustment secured on both sides of the shoe for added strength and reliability. These easy-to-adjust shoes can be moved up and out of the way for an extra deep cut or down to help assist in finishing by giving added flotation to the blade. The covered valve block is just another one of those Skid Pro no-seams to give you added protection and uptime insurance. Our blade comes in 84 and 96-inch width options, and we can outfit the dozer with any of the necessary machine-specific controls or a universal harness and toggle option for older machines that don't have the 12-volt plug-in. From cutting ditches to crowning a gravel road to moving dirt or crushed asphalt, the Skid Pro 6-way dozer blade will be your go-to attachment for moving whatever material your job site can throw at it. To learn more about this or any one of our class-leading attachments, give a Smiling Product Guru a call, 877-378-4642, or visit us online at skidpro.com.